Anyways, just got back from taking pain in the butt Madison on a walk. Yeah, she got herself in trouble because she decided to knock my phone out of my hand. Anyways, I think I figured out the source, if you will, of all the depression, the anxiety, the anger, everything. Because it kept weighing on me. Why is nothing working? I mean, besides like nicotine and stuff like that, but that's besides the point. Out of all the therapists, out of all the doctors, out of everyone I've been to, no one's been able to tell me why my depression cannot be treated, or why medicine isn't working. I think I figured it out. My family, and I know I've said it in the past, my mom said that if it wasn't illegal, she would have put a 9mm in my head when I was 16. My oldest brother says everything's my fault. My older brother, who's a year and a half older than me, caused me to get into 2 car accidents. My mom has just sat on her butt for years. 3 years. I was the one paying every single bill. 3 years. Do I get a thank you? Do I get anything? No. Instead, what I get is guilt tripped. What I get is made to feel like I'm not good enough, that I'm not worth it, that I'm just supposed to sit around all day, every day, waiting for them to call me and tell me what else is wrong and what else needs to be fixed. And even once my mom got her disability, did she start helping with her fair share? No. 90%, I can safely say 40% of her Social Security goes towards Amazon. Always has, always will. You know, about 5 years ago, it used to go all towards yarn. Because she's a big knitter, crocheter. Anyways, that was her thing. It was just buying and buying and buying yarn. Meanwhile, I'm busting my balls and literally breaking my back to make sure the bills are paid on time, to make sure that there's food on the table. I'm the son. I shouldn't have to go through that with a mother. I remember her taking a wooden spoon to us, smacking us upside the head, taking bar soaps, cutting chunks off bar soap and putting it in our mouth till we had blisters if we dared talk back. And now that I'm older, now that I know how to work on vehicles, anytime anything goes wrong, she complains to me. Even though I live 80 miles away, one way. Yet heaven forbid she takes accountability. And because of them, not just my mom, but I have a cousin back east who said that if I helped him with the funds to move from Cleveland, Ohio to Hampton, Virginia, they'd pay me back. $600 later, and I haven't heard a single word from them. In fact, they tried to create some bogus charge against me with the Hampton police, which thankfully that was dismissed because my cousin is schizo and multiple personality and doesn't take any medicine for it. But people can sit there and talk and talk and talk. Oh, my family's this, oh, my family's that. My family's so great. No. I hate my family. It's because of my family I'm now, I want to say, $4,500 in debt. I have no way of getting out of it, and they refuse to help me, even though they're the reason I'm in debt. Because they didn't want to take out any kind of loan, so they turned to me. Meanwhile, I'm only getting $500 a month. $300 of it goes towards loans. $150 of it goes towards rent. That leaves me with $50 a month. Every month, I have to almost max out my credit card again just to get Madison food. Just to keep my phone on. I don't have internet. I can't afford internet. All my vehicles, I'd still have a truck right now. Granted, it wasn't running very well, but it was a vehicle. But I had to sell it just so I'd get out of debt enough. And then turn around 3 weeks later, and I'm having to buy my mom a $400 alternator because she has a Mitsubishi Endeavor. That's why I have the GoFundMe. That's why I have what I have. Up in terms of fundraisers, that's why every day it feels like I'm getting nowhere, because I'm not. I'm getting nowhere fast. And not to mention the last job I had, they forced me to quit because I was bringing Madison with me. And they didn't want, and they don't want to give me a decent amount through mediation or whatever. All they wanted to give me was $50. Okay, that give me a phone card. One singular phone card. Doesn't do anyone any good. But I don't have the money to be going out and hiring a fucking attorney so that I can so they can actually fight back. I have nothing of value. This last week, I started wondering what the bottom of an empty bottle of sleeping pills is like. Again. Because it seems to me that's the only way I can get out. That's the only way I can ever get away from my family and the crap that they're shoving on me. I'm the youngest of 8. For as long as I can remember, for about 10 years now, I have had to be a son, a father, and a husband without even having the decency of being called any of them. So it's no wonder I don't feel like I belong. It's no wonder why every day I feel like a failure. It's no wonder I can't actually be myself, because I'm always waiting for the next shoe to drop with them. Yeah, this may seem like I'm complaining. This may seem like another stupid rant. But so many people have sat there and said, "Oh, I wish I could do this for you. I wish I could do that for you. I wish I could help in some way." When I turn to them with the way that they can help, they ignore me. They turn their backs. Or they simply treat me like garbage. People keep telling me I'm strong. I'm resilient and this and that. I shouldn't have to be. I shouldn't have to be strong. I shouldn't have to be resilient. I should just be able to be me. But apparently that's not good enough. I wish I could have my own semi. I have a Class A. Because then I could actually get onto the road and tell my family to suck it. I know it'll never happen because I'm always having to be under their thumb. I'm always having to be their scapegoat. And again, the only way I've thought about actually being able to get away from it is looking at the inside bottom of a sleeping pill bottle. Because despite how much people say that they are willing to help, or anything, they're not. I mean, I wish I could go to the gym. I am 60 pounds overweight. I can't afford to go to the gym. I walk everywhere and yet it's doing nothing. I've cut out soda. The only chips I eat are sun chips, and those probably aren't even any good for you. I've cut out coffee. Started drinking tea. In fact, just the other day, I went to the store and got this. I mean, that's my food storage. That's it. A few cans of beans, can of corn, a couple cans of soup. That's my food. Everything on that shelf is my food. And you wonder why I feel so bad. Why it seems like every time I make a video, it's me being depressed or angry or whatever. I have no one to talk to. Like I've said before, the people who've said that they're my friends, they're not friends. They're flakes. Much like what's happening with the dandruff in my hair because of all the stress. And then come October, I have to deal with my family again. Because I have to have the hardware taken out of my foot, out of my right foot to begin with. To make sure that the arthritis doesn't get worse. Yeah, I have a GoFundMe for those who actually give a shit. And I'll be honest, I may not believe in God. And if there is a God, He knows that I have every right in the book to not believe in Him. Because of all the crap I went through with my family using Him or His church as a way to abuse me and my brothers and sisters. Like I said, I grew up Mormon, and the hoity-toity, can't do no wrong Mormon mentality is disgusting. The worst thing is, I hate watching videos or hear people talking about how great their family is. Or people saying, oh, everyone's family is so great, or my family's this and that, the other thing, and everyone in religion has the perfect family. I can't stand it. The last time I heard someone say that, I wanted to stand up and I wanted to rip into him. And I wanted to tell him, you have no idea what others are actually capable of. Or what people use God's name for as a means to control others. But I knew it wouldn't do any good. That's how I am. I'm probably beyond salvation. Whatever religion you're part of, I'm probably beyond salvation in any religion across the board. But it doesn't matter, because I'm just another white guy. Or just another guy in general who the world doesn't care about. The world doesn't care about men. In fact, the world has turned so far against men that men have started having to pretend to be women just to get sympathy or empathy or any kind of help. Now, I'm not saying that's everything. That's all across. I'm not saying that's all across the board. What I'm saying is I could safely say that is at least 15%. Just so they can actually get the help that they need, they've had to start pretending to be women. And now look at me. I'm almost 30. My back hurts like I'm 80. My knees pop and crack like I'm 70. My mental health is so far in the toilet I might as well be in a psych ward, even though it won't do me any good. My soul is black, much like my eyes. And I have no emotion. Don't get me wrong, I've seen plenty of people who I find, dare I say it, attractive. But the thought, the noise of my family in my head yelling at me and telling me, you're not good enough. You'll never be good enough. Stop trying. Stop trying to better yourself. Those thoughts in my head are so loud that I wish they would end. Every day, I wish they would end. But they won't. But again, no one cares. Why would anyone care? Billionaires are still bringing in their millions of dollars a day. World's going to hell in a handbasket. We're just all along for the ride. There's no stopping it. Greed, selfishness has taken over the world. That's just the way it is. I don't expect any help. Because anytime I've had help in the past, it's always come with a condition. Quid pro quo, if you will. I don't know. My depression seems to be getting worse because every afternoon I sleep 2, 3, 4 hours, despite how well I sleep at night. I'm tired. I'm tired of fighting. I'm tired of whatever I do never being enough. And I'm tired of my family taking advantage of me simply because they put a roof over my head. They gave me food to eat. Like I said, no one cares. All I know is that if I ever do get my debts paid off by some miracle, I'm gonna buy another truck because it's the only thing I can get into without everything hurting on me. And I will go up in the mountains. Whether it be all day, every day, cutting firewood, or just going up in the mountains to just get away. Just ignore. And if you will, reconnect. Reconnect with myself and try and understand how I can heal. That's what I need to do.